What's up, everybody? Sorry for the late start. My baby was crying, so now I have to multitask. Bouncing with my foot while I do this. What?
What if one of my brothers or sisters send me out to the woods
And what?
well, like what if Jaden sends me out to the woods and like in a car or something, and then like we end up like
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Alright. So I'm making pinchos. Skewers. For all y'all white people, shish kebabs.
shish kebabs?
Yes.
What's that?
Pinchos in Spanish. Now, I make my pinchos a little differently than most Wallace do because I fell in love with Worcestershire sauce. I don't know if you can see it under there, right here. Worcestershire sauce. So I always start with marinating it
Shish
in
kebabs.
Worcestershire sauce.
Shish kebabs. I didn't even hear a word that you said.
So I want to cover it all up so that the meat. This is pork, by the way, cut in about 1-inch square pieces. Okay. See.
I'm trying to get on this camera, guys.
Sofrito of my own creation.
Me and Mommy make sofrito. I tried.
About 1 tablespoon.
Mommy,
And I always put a little bit of the juice in there.
Mommy.
What's up?
I tried so hard to get up here. I lost my breath. How many do you need to put in there?
What? Of these?
Yeah.
About 4. So 4 garlic cloves. Peeled or not, I use them either way, but I like to buy them peeled for my sofrito.
To make them, are you making sofrito?
No, not. My blender broke. I need to get a new one.
Oh, yeah, I remember that time when the blender broke. Right. I said when the blender broke. Blender.
So anyways, you want to mince your garlic. I guess you don't have to. You can just slice them and put them in there, but I like it minced.
Oh, that looks like a bowl that you use for cereal.
It is actually. It's the salad bowl that goes to the little bowls.
Oh yeah, it's like the same one except it's like.
So 4 equals about equals about 1 tablespoon. This is a tablespoon, by the way. So we added the sofrito and the garlic, right? Stick this back in the fridge.
Oh, remember me? I'm still tired. I just woke up from my nap.
She's so lying.
I took a nap.
Yeah, but you didn't just wake up.
I was talking for a little bit.
Shut up.
I took a nap. I'm serious.
Alright, so now you add the sazon. I like to add about 2 packets, but it looks like I only have 1, so I need to get some more.
In your box.
Yep.
Mommy, can I do it? Can I?
Add the sazon?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can add that one a while.
So, add the sazon. We speak Spanish, so that's why we get Spanish food. If it's not Spanish, then we just call it Spanish
It's not Spanish, we just call it Spanish food anyways.
Yeah.
You want to cook any Chinese food?
Yeah. It's Spanish because we're Spanish. We're English and Spanish. I don't know that much of Spanish.
We're not English. We are American.
We're
English people are from England.
I know.
We're not from England.
We're not from England.
Here's another one. Okay, I'm gonna go get the sound. Is that down?
Whoa, it just fell in there.
Yeah.
It can't get out. Okay, now it. Should I mix it now, Mommy?
Huh?
Should I mix it in now?
Don't do that, Bianca. Alright. So,
These onions are
don't
so
forget the adobo.
the adobo. Whoa. Always when Mommy opens it, a lot,
Some of it comes out of the lid.
like a teaspoon.
You can't forget black pepper. You
Yeah.
can't make anything Puerto Rican without adding black pepper to it. I think I just OD'd on the black pepper. Oregano.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. It's an Italian herb. Oregano.
Can I put that?
And comino.
Can I put that?
This, yeah, just put a little puff.
Just like up.
This stuff is really strong.
Can I smell it?
This or this?
That's a kind of. It tastes like the smell of the adobo and these together. This mixed together.
I think so.
Yeah.
So now we stir.
It sounds like water being drinking by Max. Like
Stop.
I know you don't like. Why don't you like mouth sounds? If we make mouth sounds like we're talking,
That's different.
That's
I don't
not
like spit, and I can hear your spit when you go. I can hear it. Anyways, so technically you would cover it and put it in the microwave. I don't know what the hell happened to my aluminum foil. Have no idea what happened to it, but I'm just gonna stick it in the fridge while I start the rice.
I was ready to get it back down.
I seen it. I was just choosing to ignore you. All right, so now we need a rice pot.
A rice pot.
Okay.
When we were, I cut these guys and we took out the seeds from them. I'm not sure if you can see them, but this is the cup that we put in the seeds, or the bowl that we put in the seeds, and we're gonna plant them in a week or two or something. Probably in a whole hour. Or probably not. Are you gonna add more or no?
Well, this is for the rice.
Oh, can I put it in for the rice?
Yeah.
You need a lot for the rice?
No, I have to cut them so that they can fit in my little basket.
Oh, yeah. If you don't cut them, then they will fit in your little basket for more like things. For your seasoning and stuff.
Oh.
That's a little seasoning basket.
Yep. I wish I'd add like ranch, because I would so make ranch pinchos. That'd be nice. Ranch pinchos sounds good, right? Alright, so I guess I don't have any more
rice?
No, chicken or ham bouillon. So I might have some broth. Hold on. I do have broth.
Mommy, remember from Sky Zone on my birthday?
Yeah.
On the 28th?
Yeah.
We forgot to bring my birthday hat. My purple
I
birthday
know.
hat.
I realized that when we got home. All right. So I do have chicken broth. It is 33% less sodium, but it's fine. It just means I'll just add a little bit of adobo. I don't really like adding adobo to my rice because adobo to me tastes better with on your meats.
And then on your
So I don't put it in the rice. I put bouillons in there. Oh,
That was a quick part when they. That's a quick movie. That's like so quick. It's like 2 minutes. Probably 3.
so we're gonna use the whole thing.
What? Now you're gonna have no more.
That's fine. I'll do
You
I'll
said-
do groceries by the end of the week. I'm gonna add a little bit of adobo because it's low sodium, so that means it doesn't have a lot of salt. And it's not that I want sodium in my life. It's that there's a hair in here. It's that hold on.
I'm eating green pepper.
Have one of
I love green peppers because they make me so smart.
It's that it needs a little bit of flavor. That's why I don't put adobo in it because I put the bouillons in it. It gives it enough flavoring. But if I don't have bouillons and it's just a low sodium broth, then I'm gonna have to add a little bit of adobo on it to give it some flavoring. Knock it off. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, Bianca here, add the phone.
Okay. I'm gonna add one at a time.
Every time I miss my mouth. Why? I don't know.
From coffee or something. Look, now it's turning like a pinkish reddish color. Pretty. Mommy, when I'm done, can you show them? Like, it's like a pinkish reddish color, guys. Like, whoa. It's like so pretty. It looks like kind of orange. It's like so cool.
They can't see that. They can't see that. Here.
Mommy has a little bag to put her phone in so that way she can like record stuff.
Yeah, y'all sitting in a bag right now.
Yeah,
But it makes it easier for me to.
do it and like
Yeah.
instead of like putting it near the wall or something and then it's gonna fall and show you the sky for like a couple of seconds until you fix it.
Or maybe like my face. Sometimes it falls on my face. Did you ever watch a video like this and all of a sudden it just falls on your face?
Yeah, when you're sleepy or
You
something.
fall asleep. That happened to me last night. I was watching a video on the phone and I was putting it like this off the side of the bed.
When
Like
you're sleepy.
my arm was hanging on the side of the bed and I was on the pillow and I was falling asleep. Next thing you know, I feel it slip out of my hand, but I'm too tired to even get it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to sleep. So I just laid there for a little bit. Next thing you know, I woke back up and the videos are still playing on YouTube. And I just turned around. I'm like, ah, it'll be all right. I'm on Wi-Fi.
No, and then your battery's gonna die.
It was plugged into the wall. All right, moving on. So my daughter added the adobo, or she added the sazon. I added the adobo. Now the ingredients are a little bit similar. Put a little bit of pepper in it. Nani, go pick a can of beans out. Any beans, I don't care.
Okay. And the beans are blue. And the beans blue.
Ooh, wrong one. So the reason why I put a double burner is not for you guys to get a better view, but it's because the level on my burners. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can see it. The level on my look. This is high. This is low. Exactly the same. So the low goes down just a tiny bit, It's not as much as high. So I started off in medium. Wait for the flavor to break down all together. And then I add the rice at the very end. You got beans for me? Ooh, you got the good beans, girl. Yes. My daughter got gandules. You can tell she Puerto Rican. She knows exactly what to grab. Even though all the beans in my pantry are Puerto Rican. But you can tell she's super Puerto Rican because she just grabbed the gandules. It's like, there are like 30 cans of beans in there. And what did she grab? Gandules. Let's find out. I love gandules. I buy the other. I said gandules. I buy the other beans because my husband likes them. He likes different kinds of beans, so I make different kind of beans for him.
Yeah,
but when it comes to me, the only kind of beans I like are garbanzos, which are chickpeas, the same kind of beans that they make for hummus, or that they use for hummus. I like gandules, which are green pigeon peas, and I like pink beans, but on the side made with sauce, not mixed into my rice.
I was about to grab pink beans, but I said, nah, I'll grab those.
Yeah. Can you get me the pilon out of the thing that is so precious? It's in the fridge.
Mommy, how old is your son now?
My son?
Yeah.
Emmanuel?
No.
The one who passed away?
Yeah.
He would be Jaden's age, 12.
12?
Yep.
Well, he's 11 right now.
Well, yeah.
Because Jaden's 11. When was he born?
Jaden?
Yeah, no.
In August.
In August?
Yep.
So he'll turn 12 after.
Jane.
Yeah.
All right. So I added the sazon. I'm waiting for the pilon from my daughter.
Oh, yeah. My eye hurts.
Does it?
It's like right here.
Let's turn off this vibration.
Excuse me.
Nasty.
Excuse me. I'm a burpee girl today.
You've been a burpee girl all week long.
Yeah. For 2 weeks, probably.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. We'll do 3.
Yeah.
We don't need that
Can I
much.
dress them?
Hmm?
Out? Can
No,
I
mommy.
dress them?
Mommy does. You don't do it, it'll fly all out.
I love the smell of onions.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't put your onions in the fridge and like you watch a scary movie or something, and then if you don't keep it in the fridge, you leave it outside and not outside.
Out the fridge?
Yeah, like out the fridge, and it'll burn your eyes, and it'll make you cry, look like you're crying if like a scary movie and like a baby died or something.
That's very true. For you to not have watery eyes when you cut an onion, place your onions in the fridge beforehand.
Before you
And they last longer, first of all. Second, to save yourself some time, instead of putting them in the fridge before you're getting ready to cut your things, put it in the fridge as you're putting away your groceries. Make it one of those vegetables that you automatically put in the fridge. They last longer. 2, they won't burn your eyes when you're cutting.
Yeah.
Trust me, proven fact. I've always put onions in the refrigerator beforehand. But let's say when I go camping or whatever, that I only have a cooler that I only have a certain room to put certain things, I do leave certain items that can be left out, like an onion or cucumbers and stuff. I do leave them sitting out because I don't have room in my cooler. And when I go to cut them, what happens? I cry. The same onions that I always buy all the time, I cry. But if I have them in the fridge, they don't even bother me at all.
Yeah.
I always thought it was weird. Like, why do people say that onions make them cry? Like, they don't make me cry. They do make me cry if I don't have them in the fridge.
Remember that time in Mannheim when we were watching a scary movie and this man got shot and excuse me, and you were crying because you were cutting an onion.
Yeah.
I was going to my room to get a toy or something, or my pillow or a blanket or something, or use the bathroom. And when I was crossing the kitchen, I said, "Are you crying?" You said no.
It's just the onion.
Yeah, you're crying, and you said, "Oh yeah, it's just because of the onions. I left them out by accident."
All right, so now after I've added, what I do is I wait for the water or the seasonings and everything that I put in first to start. Can you all see me? I accidentally put my bottle in front of the camera, now I can't see. Anyways, I wait for the seasoning mix. Like I put everything in before the rice. I put all the beans and everything beforehand. The last thing I add is the rice. But before I add in the rice, I make sure that the water is boiling with all the seasonings in it. It starts getting aromatic in here. I let that sit there for a little bit, and then I add the rice. I wait for it to boil again. I didn't have to add water because I put in this whole thing of chicken broth, so I didn't really have to add any water. Which means I didn't put in a lot of seasonings because I don't want it to be too salty, you know. You can oversalt your rice. The only time rice is good salty is when it's white. Anyways, so yeah, now I'm going to wait for that to boil. Once that starts boiling, I'll put it on low, put the cover on, and then wait. It takes about 30 minutes, 20 maybe. Depends on the rice, the grain that you use. I use long grain, so it takes a little bit longer. I put the cover on it. 15 minutes I check. I rotate. If it needs more water, I add more water to it. Put the lid on it. 15 minutes later, I honestly don't even have to check. I just turn it off and I know it's done. And for all you guys, all y'all newbies out there, what I'm gonna say is,
Mommy, aren't you gonna make some cups out of that?
no, I'm gonna use the Corona ones because this is just a sticker on here. The Corona ones is a decoration right on the bottom. So yeah, just a little piece of advice. I don't know if it's advice or looking forward to the future. People that are just learning how to cook. You don't have to worry too much. I'm sorry. You wanted the vibration. I'm sorry. There you go. There.
After like a minute or something, like after you turn the vibration on, it vibrates the whole house.
So just a little words of encouragement. If you're just learning how to cook rice and you're on your own, my mom taught me how to cook. She showed me how to cook, but I didn't really hone my skills until I was living on my own. Like I already knew all the ingredients to everything, what to do, what not to do. I've helped my mom cook plenty of times, but as in me myself literally sit down and cook meals for my family because it was my turn to cook, I never had to do that. I never really had to hone my skills. She never really sat down and told me, well, this is how much of this you put in, this is how much of that you put in. She just told me, you add this, that, and the third to whatever, and you want to do it to your own taste. And that's what I do. Anyways, so yeah, it was really hard for me to learn how to cook rice to begin with on my own. Like I said, I helped my mom. I didn't really cook on my own. I just helped her. I already knew everything that I had to do, but I never did it on my own. So it's not that hard. What I first started doing is I followed the directions on the bag. I'm not gonna lie, to the T, and they came out perfectly to the T every time. And then you start adding your own ingredients and whatever. I use measuring cups and everything at first, and then after a while, you just learn how to do it on your own and get it right. Now it's boiling. I will stir it just one more time to get all those seasonings around everywhere. Make sure it's nicely stirred. You put the lid on it. Wait about 10 seconds. Trap some of the vapors in there. And then you turn it on low. Ugh,
It sounded like a bubble.
did it?
Yeah.
There.
What happened?
Since it got frozen, the water came up and the alcohol went down, so it was tasting like water. There. And I mixed it, now it tastes fine. Anyways, so yeah, that's that. Now that we have our rice going, we are going to put our pinchos together. You gonna help me out with this part, Nani?
Yes.
All right.
I love putting them together because this is the fun part where you stick the pinchos on the foods and
On the sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me put this stuff away real quick.
I really love that part because when me and my grandma, my dad's mom, when we went to Maryland.
Camping out in Maryland.
Yeah, and
Can you put this on some packets in here?
we made pinchos and I helped.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
And we put the meat on them. But I was like, I kind of had a fever.
Yeah, that's when you were a little sicky that time, right?
Yeah,
I remember that.
and I just wanted a little bit of meat, and I didn't want any
All right.
like.
So here's this.
I love this part when we get the meat and stuff. The meat smells so good.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, but after a while, when you smell it, it smells like you get a tummy ache from it or a headache or something.
That's weird.
It happens to me
So
with
we're
those.
gonna put initials right on here.
It happens to me with those rice oil ones, the lemon and lime.
I don't like those anymore. They spilled in my car one time,
Yeah,
and it makes my belly hurt.
yeah, it made me.
Okay, we're not gonna put meat on the whole thing. We're probably just gonna put it up to here. That way, when we stick it on the grill, all we have to do is.
It's just like.
I should have bought corn. Corn would have been perfect.
Yes. Do you still have it?
I don't have any corn.
Oh.
I didn't even buy corn this time when I went grocery shopping for some strange reason. All right.
Maybe it wasn't on your list or something.
I don't really shop with a list unless I'm going for something specific.
It smells like Max.
No.
I smell it.
I thought so too this morning, but no, I don't know what the heck it is.
Yeah.
All right. We are going to start with a piece of vegetable. So grab one, doesn't matter what color.
Mommy, I saw this video.
Grab a piece of vegetable, doesn't matter what color.
Okay. Now what the green? Well,
Let me see, that piece is huge. That's fine.
Now I gotta find the hole that I put it in. It's hard to get in. I saw this video
Okay.
of
Now you grab a piece of meat.
Halloween. Whoa, these are so cool. And like for Halloween costumes and stuff. And they grabbed some toothpicks and they cut the top, they cut the bottom off because it was pointy, and then they put some tape with like donuts, and then they put like fake blood on there, and then like they put some on the other hand. They put some on their hand, on their face, and then on the other hand.
No. Take the red one off. You have an onion on there. You want to put 2 onions.
Oh, and then 2 onions.
And then a piece of meat.
Then why don't we put a red one on?
Because you want to put vegetable meat, vegetable meat.
Vegetable meat, vegetable meat. And now the vegetable.
And now a red vegetable.
Vegetable meat.
Now you want to put another piece of meat.
And then another piece of vegetable.
Make sure you're doing it in a pattern. So you already got you start off with the green, you want to put the green
Do we have to put it to there or to the top?
No, just do 2 patterns.
Okay.
So that'd be your second pattern.
So
you got green meat, onions, meat, red meat, green meat.
meat and then onions.
You have 2 pieces of onions in here.
Oh, I thought I had to put another.
Oh yeah. 2 pieces of red, then the meat.
No.
No. 2 pieces of onion here.
It just slipped right off. I'll just.
That beeping sound is some cinnamon sticks that I stuck in the microwave and forgot all about it.
2 onions.
Onions, really?
Onions. And then now a piece of meat. And then, whoa, that just. Now, red pepper. Oh, okay. Is this good? You want to do 2 patterns?
Start off with the vegetable. That's right. So I got red, green, and you did that perfect. Now put it right here. Doesn't matter what direction.
I'll just put it like that, the same way as the other ones.
No, it's good. Good.
No, stick.
Yep.
Please. Thank you.
Yep.
I'll take 2.
So I got the onion.
So I'm gonna do the same thing that what I did with the other one.
Yep.
How come you're almost done with your second one?
Because I'm a little faster than you are. That's fine.
It's because these are like because you learn how to do that more than your eye.
Yep.
I
Got
thought
a piece of meat.
I thought this broke and then it just fell. Oh, piece of meat.
Mhm.
Whoa, that when you put that the green pepper on, it just squirted the juice on me.
Ew.
On my forehead. So now
So it's bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123,
Red, green, yellow? Red, green, white. Because onions are white. Onions are white. Mommy, onions are white. I had a feeling that I was going to break or something. I'm sorry we're not talking to you guys that much because we need to concentrate on this what we're doing. That way we don't mess it up or like put our finger through that. So onion.
Yeah, so you want to have 4 pieces. So you only want to do 2 patterns and a half.
Okay,
put a piece of meat?
2 patterns.
I'll show you. Go ahead, put a piece of meat.
Another piece of meat.
Or 1 pattern and a half of meat.
So
But I'll show you. Go ahead.
so another piece of meat and then green. I don't get it.
Don't worry about it, baby. Just do as I say. Go ahead, put another piece of meat.
I got it the first time, but
Yeah, you did great the first time. And the second time. Now put a vegetable.
Vegetable stuff. Now it's time for red. Scoot this over. Oof. My elbow hurts from me leaning like that to get those and then like putting it on like that. This is my 3rd one, not your 4th.
Don't use this. I'm going to cut this one in half.
Oh yeah, because that's a big one. A big one. I can use it. Okay, so now what else? Another meat.
Yep.
This meat is like really wet and cool. Well, of course it's cold because it was in the freezer and the fridge. So
Now put another vegetable.
the green one, just like the
Yep.
Okay, now I got it.
I'm gonna put one more piece of meat and then another vegetable on top.
And then onion, and then like start the start.
Nope, just put the vegetable on top and then you're done.
Okay, should I put this higher?
Yeah, but you want to do it one at a time because then the vegetables are gonna start breaking.
Okay, Whoa. It just broke. That's fast. My hands are kind of sweaty.
Now put a couple pieces of onions on top of that.
2 pieces of onions, and then I'm done.
Yep, and then you're done with that one.
I hit my, like, I have a scratch on this hand and from Max.
Yeah.
If y'all see my red mark over here, that was from me sleeping last night.
Where is it? Right here?
Oh, in my chest right
Right here. It's an inside joke. Thank you.
Now I don't have to ask for another one because I have two. My elbow really hurts. I have to. So now I'm gonna just switch to this chair. So that way I don't have to hurt my elbow. So I'm gonna use a green piece of meat. I said a green piece of meat. A green piece of a vegetable. I'm gonna put that a little bit higher. So that way I can.
You don't have to. So that's what I've been doing.
A little bit higher so that way I don't have to like. So that little piece of meat. You're gonna have to get more meat.
This is all the meat. So once we're done putting the meat together, then we're done.
Okay. Then you shouldn't have like. Well, we could if we still have a little bit more leftovers.
Leftover meat.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna use up all the meat. The vegetables is what's gonna be left over.
So if we have a little bit of leftover green things, peppers. I said peppers. And then what else?
Another vegetable, probably a red one, right?
No, I did an onion.
It doesn't matter. Whatever, another vegetable.
Why is there an onion? Okay, now what?
Now put another meat.
And
Put
then
another vegetable.
a red one. Will you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I guess
So that's those pieces of meat.
that's 2 more pieces.
Now put another vegetable, another piece of meat.
But I just want meat.
Then you can pick the vegetables off when you're done cooking.
And just like leave the meat.
Did you put vegetable? Okay, yeah. And then put another vegetable on top.
And then I'm done. Or is it going to be another?
Now put that last piece of meat. And then a vegetable on top.
2 onions. Why can't I get these onions? So if I had a phone and I watched that video
You can
on,
put more vegetables on top if you want to. That's what I'm doing with the rest of these vegetables.
If I had a phone.
You're not gonna put any more vegetables on top of it?
No. You guys, if I had a phone.
If I had a phone.
If I had a phone, then I would show you guys. If I watched that video that I watched on my mom's phone, I could show you that video that I watched when they put what is it called? Those Halloween things, and they put the toothpicks on there, and they cut the bottom so that way they don't hurt them, and they put fake blood on it.
That's cool. I didn't see that.
Huh?
I didn't see that part.
Well, it was because it was on your other phone. Well, it was the same. It's the same phone still, but.
Not the same phone.
Well, it's the same phone, but yours broke, so you had.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can eat those.
Excuse me.
Vegetables.
These green peppers, I love them.
You know who else likes green peppers like you do? My grandfather. What do you say first? Snap. Huh? Like a snack?
Yeah.
My grandfather is a very healthy man. He eats all kinds of fruits and vegetables. Hell, he's like 75 years old. He's still traveling the world to this day. I said my grandfather's like 75 years old and he's still traveling the world to this day. All right, so we're done, which is nice that I have all these left, and these are good too. Like the other ones that I be buying, that you buy at like the Spanish store, I guess they buy them in bulk because so many people make pinchos so many times a year that they kind of get flimsy, and you gotta stick 2 skewers in there. But this time I bought these big ones. These are nice. All right, Nani, let's find the bag of charcoal.
Charcoal. I love the smell of charcoal.
The smell of charcoal?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye!